Okay, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial basically for foundation and just general setting your face before you do eye makeup. So this is the least crazy eye makeup. As you can see, my skin is far from perfect. It's quite horrible actually, and foundation actually does fix that. I mean, it may cause more acne as far as my face is concerned, but that's why you wash it off. And so I'm gonna kind of race through this, that way it finishes by the 10-minute mark, because usually it takes me about 30 minutes to do my face. So I'm just gonna, go through that. Anyway, basically what I start with, well, I wash my face first, and I put moisturizer on, and then I use this right here, which is Sephora's anti-shine primer, and it basically keeps you from getting shiny, and you really don't need a lot of it, like about that much. I know that looks wrong, I'm sorry. Just put it on my nose and put it around here. It's really actually quite hard to do this in the webcam, which is really irritating, but cool. And then it starts to feel a little drier, like it's not as oily. And I get a little more and put it on another finger and do my chin. And then dot it up here, a little bit in. And my face is dry and not greasy or oily or anything like that. And then I use this, which is Sephora Smoothing Primer, but it's also correcting primer. It's green for people with blemishes and red faces like I have. But because this causes me to have more blemishes, I only put it on the sides of my face where I don't get any. I used to get a lot on the sides of my face, but now it's just scars. And I put a little on the top of my head too. And I use my fingers to apply this because I really don't like using a brush. It doesn't go in properly for some reason. And now that I've used the primer, I use my foundation, which is, let's see, what is this? NARS, and it is Siberia Sheer Glow Foundation. And it says that it's an illuminator and it's transparent or whatever. It's all in French, but it's actually not very transparent. If you put enough on your face, it actually covers really well. So that's what I use. And what I do is I just take an old thing like this, just without any powder in it, and I kind of put it in there, like 2 squirts of it, and then I use a foundation brush. It's right here. This is Sephora Professional foundation brush, and it needs to be clean, but it seems to be alright. Just kind of do like that. There. And basically I just take like dabs on it and kind of do like this. I just put a few dots, and on this side too. But I don't do my forehead yet. I save my forehead for last. And I put right here over those blemishes right there. And then I'll over it like that. A few more dots on this side. And then basically I blend it in. Which is extremely hard to do on this webcam right here. And as you can see, it looks much paler than I am, but when it dries, it actually does tint my skin because I can't find a foundation that's pale enough for me. And I'm kind of rushing through this since I'm already 5 minutes into this video. I might have to make 2 parts. If I do, I'll let you know. I probably will, because my powder takes a while to do, and then there's the blush and everything else, and this is taking... Since I'm recording from webcam, yeah. By the way, sorry if this is off by now. This webcam just does that for some reason. I could never explain to you why on earth it actually does that, but it does. And right here, I get my nose because it's right under my nose and it looks odd if I don't put the foundation everywhere. Let me see, in the mirror right here. I just blended it under my eyes a little bit since it's actually kind of hard to get with the brush. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is definitely harder to blend on webcam than I thought it would be. You blend it down on your neck, at least for people who are pale like me, because if you don't, it forms a line right here and it looks really ugly. So, and don't use a lot of this, just use like a little bit, just little teeny dab. Start with the dots, and if you need any more, just apply it. Just dab it again and get it. And just use my finger to blend it around my nose a little bit. And that's... I always kind of do double foundation on my chin just because I get a lot of blemishes down there and it's not pretty, so... This foundation is actually really good and it's the best I've tried so far. You don't want to get anything like drugstore-ish. Best thing I can think of from the drugstore is like Revlon foundations, but other than that, you really want to buy like from a professional. Yeah. Now I'm obviously gonna have to make 2 parts for this video, so I'm just gonna finish up my forehead and then make the second part. You can see me do my forehead. I just kind of do down like this, but you don't need as much on your forehead or else it like spreads down, if that makes sense. I don't know. And I do actually get a little on my eyebrows. I'm not one of those super picky goth people about their eyebrows. Actually don't care. And I get a little on my eye because I just use eye primer later, and yeah. And blend it down here, especially because I have blemishes down there. Then I check right here to make sure there's no creases or nothing. It's pretty easy to get your forehead because this foundation cover is really easy on your forehead. Kind of fix my eyebrows a little bit. And just use the last bit of this to cover this right here. See, what did I tell you? 9 minutes and 30 seconds. This takes forever. My face takes me like 30 minutes to do. So I'll make a second part to this video with powder and blush and all this. So, bye-bye.